God, this new screen is so cool. I love these. Every time. Why, hello, welcome back everyone. My name is Hugh, and today, new pass available, new main story content. Oof. Page. 1,000 though? Ooh. Okay. Yeah. These two? Okay. That's okay. That's fine. Today we are back with Canto 5, but yeah, as you can see, we've got a lot of new stuff. It's the new season. It's new battle pass. Wonderful. Someone wants to be my friend. Hello. Okay. So, before we continue... these two are on the same banner. Okay, I cannot choose which one I want. Okay. Here we go, the Ryushu. And Corp Ryushu. Yeah, this is basically just all the Ryushus possible. That's okay. I mean, sure, I want to pull at least one of these. And I honestly, I want both of them. I don't mind getting either. So we might as well give it a try. Why not? I don't know when the bad end ID is going to be released, you know? That I do not know. Is it gonna be the next banner? Or is it gonna be... like in 2 banners? I don't know, but what I know is that I will be doing a lot of mirror dungeons again, and I'll be getting a lot of lunacy from them, so I don't mind spending a bit. Unless it's not a lot, please. Okay. I'm about to be sucked dry, right? Okay. We got a gold. I believe if it's not gold right away, that means it's someone that's not from a banner, so... God damn it, this Sinclair, how many times did I get him? This specific identity. How many times? Dude. Okay. 4. Nothing new. Okay. Okay, here we go. Thank God. Whew. Okay, we got one. Who's this gonna be? Which one? Is it Faust or Autis? I would probably want Autis. Merely because I don't have a lot of identities for her. Good one that I'm using is the painter one. I don't have a 3-0. Yes!
전파 차단기 불량.
Yeah, let's go.
긴급 차폐합금. 또 불량. 라이플 압력 조절 장치는 이것도 불량이군.
Apparently, LCA after team. Apparently, this identity is based on someone who is quite well known in the Project Moon community. Not like I am aware, though. Activating tactical vision, the vroom vroom eye. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I forgot that I have this one. Sure. Oh, I have so many threads now. Love that.
오제트 감사. 시타는 나와 함께 좌측 구역으로. 탈라타. 아샤라는 건물을 끼고 뒤쪽으로 크게 돌아간다. 나머지 인원은 현 위치에 사수.
Perfect.
자율적으로 표적을 압박해라.
Okay. Here we go. So we have here / Pierce. We have deep blue, light blue, and yellow. Sinking Tremor. This is... Okay, I like that this is Tremor. I like Tremor. I like that this is Tremor. That means I can use... Wait, no! No! God damn it. I want to say this means I can use this in my T-Corp team, but I forgot that I have this one. No! Okay. I'm sure I will find a use for that identity at some point. Okay, now. Let us get back to it. Continue. Into this black goo. Rocks. Ew. Yeah, sure. And now we can get back to our old team. It's gonna be these two.
단단히 묶어라.
These two. Boom.
의로움을 세우기 위해서라면
시선, 집중.
Her?
나를 점찍었다니.
You?
격에 맞는
말뚝을 쑤셔 넣어주죠.
You? Just as a reminder, burn, you're a burn. And bleed too. And you're bleed. Bleed and rupture. Well, since you're bleed, I'll take you. And yes, you.
키만 잡고 있을 때가 아니구려.
And also bleed. Perfect. Let's go with that, yes.
가자. 죽이라.
Ew, okay, those are rocks. With spores in them. Dude, I love these different environments. As we discussed earlier, we took a different route from the Indigo Elder. We were to first arrive at separate destinations for our plan. Okay. Something's floating over there. Not long after we crossed the line where the lake water turned dark gray, we noticed something pale peeking out from the lake.
저건 섬인 걸까요? 뭔가 많네요.
Oh, are those islands? There's a lot of them.
암초일 수도 있다. 어쩌면 이번 호수는 이러한 장애물들을 피하며 항해하는 게 중요한 곳일지도 모르겠군.
They may be reefs. Perhaps that is this lake's challenge, to navigate it while avoiding them to the best of our abilities.
크기가 들쭉날쭉하긴 하네요. 저건 암초라고 보기엔 크기가 엄청 커요.
Well, they sure do look rocky, but they're too big to be called reefs.
뭔가 느껴지는 것이 있어, 단테.
Do you sense odd, Dante?
저것들이 몰려있지 않은 공간을 찾아 나아갈 수도 있겠지만 그쪽이 틀린 방향이라면 작전이 물거품이 될 테니.
We may attempt to discover a path that does not lead into an area cluttered with such obstacles. Yet that would require us to hazard a path unknown. It may lead to this plan's ruin.
대략적인 방향이라도 알려주시면 그걸 기반으로 예상 위치를 계산해 보겠습니다.
If you can sense even the most general direction of the golden bow, please relay it to me. I can use it to approximate its location.
쪽빛 노인이 준 정보도 있으니 예측은 어느 정도의 정확성이 보장될 거라고 판단됩니다.
I can assure you a degree of accuracy. Now that we have with us additional data provided by the Indigo Elder.
뭐야, 시계 대가리가 나침반 역할을 하는 거야? 진작 그랬으면
Huh? Why couldn't you have just been our magic compass to begin with, Clockhead?
호수라는 특수성을 가진 광활하게 넓고 트여있는 공간이라 시도되는 방법일 뿐입니다.
They are able to do this only under the peculiar conditions of the Great Lake, which has very few in the way of obstacles.
육지의 도시는 지상과 지하로 온갖 건축물과 그 안에 높은 밀도의 사람들로 가득 차 있기 때문에 황금가지를 근거리가 아니면 느끼기도 어렵고 가리킨 방향대로 간다 해도 거대한 벽이 막고 있으면 의미가 없죠.
The urban areas of the city are dense with structures, both high and low, and into the underground. The higher population density also complicates matters. Considering that there may be insurmountable obstacles in our way, their sense will not be of much help here.
결국 다른 데에서는 다시 시계 대가리라는 거구만.
So they're back to being just your usual Clockhead anywhere else. Huh. So that's why. That's why I could feel the golden bow here even when it was so far away. I raised my finger and pointed toward the general direction of this vague feeling.
확인했습니다. 해당 방향으로 선회하죠.
Confirmed. We will turn the ship around in that direction.
Ishmael wordlessly steered the ship according to Faust's words. We grew ever nearer to the island, or a reef. A heavy silence descended upon the sinners. Until Ishmael gasped with a sudden realization.
이 호수였구나.
It's this lake. There was an incomprehensible look on Ishmael's face. Maybe I saw unrestrained joy. The joy of finding something she's been searching for so long. Such an overwhelming, all-consuming happiness that her facial muscles began to twitch on their own. Jesus. Maybe I saw extreme fear. The fear in the face of destined, unavoidable horror. The lake splashing waves hit her trembling face and rolled down her cheeks. Or maybe she was sweating from dread.
이스마엘, 무언가 깨달은 정보가 있는 건가요?
Ishmael, do you have any new information to share with us?
네. 여기서 어떻게 해야 할지는 너무 명확하게 알고 있죠.
Yeah. Here. I know what to do from here. I know exactly what to do.
오티스 씨, 저는 후미에 있어서 확실하게 보이지 않아요. 그러니까 지금 우리 배 앞에 어떤 것들이 몇 개나 어느 정도의 크기인지 제게 빠짐없이 알려주세요.
Otis, I can't clearly see what's in front of us from back here. Tell me precisely what you see. Their numbers, their sizes, all of it.
암초들 주변에는 거센 해류가 흐르고 있으니 빠르게 피할 방법을 파악해야 하는 건가? 알았다.
Trying to avoid the wild currents and find a safe path around these rocks. Understood. Otis nodded emphatically before rising from her seat to gaze at the path ahead. She balanced herself as the ship rocked.
350m 가량의 민무늬에 번들거리는 초소형 암초 하나. 그보다 500m쯤 먼 거리에 혹처럼 툭 붉어진 모양이 상징적인 중간 규모의 암초 하나.
About 350 meters ahead. Minuscule, plain patterned, glistening rock. About 500 meters ahead of that is a medium-sized rock. It has a bump on top of it that stands out.
계속하세요.
Continue.
그리고 그것과 얼마 떨어지지 않은 거리에 구멍이 숭숭 뚫린 거친 질감의 대형 규모의 섬. 자세히 보니 그런 것들이 서너 개 뭉쳐있는 모양새군.
And not so far ahead from there is a large island with a rough forest surface. Oh, upon closer inspection, it's like an archipelago of 4 similar islands.
좋아요.
Good. Ishmael began fiddling with the steering gear and the engine's output levels, as though something had clicked in her mind.
좋아. 첫 번째 암초는 성공적으로 통과했다.
Good. We made it past the first rock.
뭔가 암초라기에는 생각했던 질감하고는 다르네요.
Its texture was a bit different from that of a normal rock, wasn't it? Is that like some kind of a giant hand and these are just fingertips? Or something?
잘 알. 저건 단단한 암석이나 흙재질로 만들어지지 않았군.
Gee, that's not the texture of a rock, or even soil.
두 번째도 통과.
We just passed the second one.
야, 앞에 덩치 큰 놈하고 길쭉한 놈한테 가려져서 안 보여서 그런데 재질이 뭐가 이상하단 거야?
Oi, what's so weird about the texture? I can see over the big boy and the long one.
저건 살아 숨쉬는 거다.
That there is a living, breathing being.
뭐?
What?
잠깐. 물개. 니놈 어디로 좋다는 거냐? 이대로면 세 번째 암초에 부딪힌다.
Wait! Swabby! Watch where you're steering the ship! We're going to crash into that third rock at this rate!
맞게 가는 거예요, 모티스 씨. 우린 거기에 내릴 거거든요.
And that's what I'm going to do, Altus. That's where we get off.
잠깐, 저거 말하는 거야? 저 기분 나쁜 구멍이 숭숭 뚫린 섬?
That rock? That creepy, porous rock over there?
야, 쳐들었어도 혼자서만 난리치라고! 저 위에 사람은커녕 나무 한 그루도 없는데 뭘 얻겠다고 내려?
Oi, feel free to get into a rock on your free time, but don't take us all with you. There's not even a single tree up there, let alone person. What the bloody hell are we anchoring there for?
생각하는 방식부터 틀렸어요, 당신.
You gotta screw your head on in a different direction in the Great Lake, Heathcliff.
뭐가 틀렸다는? 으아!
What are you talking about? A loud shock and an ear-splitting sound of the skiff scratching and sliding against something caught Heathcliff off.
야이씨! 운전 똑바로 안 해?
Even though you're going, woman!
아니, 맞겠군.
Oh, yes. She knows.
이 흰색 설마 이스마엘 씨?
Wait, what color? Ishmael?
네, 애초에 이것들은 섬이 아니에요.
Yeah, those aren't islands or rocks. What we thought were islands suddenly rumbled, vibrating as ground tremors from an earthquake.
전부 어느 고래의 일부예요. 이건.
They're all part of a whale. A colossal creature shudders as it wakes from a long slumber. Oh my god. Are we dead ass? Ugh. Okay, I think it's another new OST. These guys look exactly like the Pale Mermaids, but with some blue fins. Pallid blue mermaid. What is that supposed to mean? Why is it blue? We are on a porous, pale creature. Is this the pale whale we've been hunting? Or is it? Or is this a whale that's been devoured by another whale?
일리 있는 의견이다. 그걸로 하지.
Ow. Okay.
이 작살엔
We got more
필살의
Morse
집념이
code.
담겨 있지. 보았나? 적은 이렇게 진리겨졌다. 우리의 확실한 승리가 눈앞에 있다.
추잡하네.
Hello. Okay. Yiseng lost.
나선 속을
Seems-
벗어날 순 없다. 피가 튀겠고.
Okay.
기름도 나오지 않는
Good.
놈이구려.
잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
And it's so good to have a shielder.
자, 분무하는 섬. 돌아가면 의견을 나누지.
Okay, more of these guys. There's gonna be another one after these. Yikes. How are we losing? Okay.
기세가 수그러지는군. 반격의 기회다.
추잡하네.
기세가 수그러지는군.
At least they're easy to
반격의
stagger.
저놈을 추적해.
Okay, we are not rolling right now. We are. What is with our sanity, bro?
가까워진다. 항해의 끝.
Oh, that's a big boy. Oh, that's a big boy. Pallid and Blue Mermaid, like entity. Pallidified. Yeah. Huh. Sinking. Validification. Am I right? It was this whale devoured by the pallid whale? Holy hell.
나선 속을 벗어날 순 없다.
가까워진다. 항해의 끝.
이 작살엔 필살의 집념이 담겨 있지.
Okay. Get his ass.
예쁘네. 내
Perfect.
기분수.
들리지 않네.
The pallid whale? Already? I mean, we do have like 3 stages left. Is that just it? We just stumble upon it?
눈 멀지 않게
39.
조심하도록.
I am a little bit afraid. Because we almost have no stages left. We have 3, I believe. 2 plus the dungeon. And I know that the dungeon is like 2 hours long or something. But still, like, that's not a lot of time to fully develop, to meet characters like the captain of the quad and, this guy. It's really not a lot of time. So I'm a bit skeptical.
고귀하게.
피가 튀겠고.
가까워진다. 항해의 끝.
Okay, yikes.
고귀하게
Minus 20 sanity, Jesus Christ.
이
We're not
작살에
doing so good.
필살의 집념이 담겨 있지.
That's okay though.
보았나? 적은 이렇게 진리가졌다. 우리의 확고한 승리가 눈앞에 있다.
So much going on.
내가 수그러든
Holy.
반격의 기회다.
Yikes. And they have minus coins. Ah. Damn. Okay, this is tough. This is tough. That's okay. We can handle that.
불격. 자,
Okay, nice. Perfect. Ideal, one might say. Nice. Okay, okay. 6. Okay, so after these, there's gonna be one more. That's fair.
고귀하게
Let's see. Someone lost, I think.
경외감 속에 숨어들.
Jesus Christ.
비켜. 잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 잘했군.
가까워진다.
한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 때는 없다.
He thinks been losing.
눈이 멀지 않도록.
Okay, here goes the last one.
고귀하게
자,
BAM!
저놈을 추적해.
네 피분수
Perfect.
좋아, 알아들었어. 땅덩어리인 척하던 이것들이 전부 고래였고 이 숭숭 뚫린 구멍 같은 것들에게서 인어가 튀어나온다는 것도 알겠어.
Right. I get it now. I get it now. All these rocks were actually whales. And I get the mermaids pop out of these pores.
근데 피해갈 수도 있는 싸움을 왜 굳이 하는 거냐? 어?
But I think it's a loony thing that... Why are we even drawing their ire? We could have just gone around them.
스트레스 해소? 뭐 그런 거냐? 두더지 잡듯이?
Looking to let off some steam? Hankering for a game of whack-a-mole all of a sudden? Is that it?
그럴 리가 있나요?
Of course not.
제가 알고 있는 게 이 방법뿐인 거예요.
This is just the only method I know.
설명할 생각으로 그렇게 말했을 거라고 믿는다.
You better be ready to explain what you're talking about. Yet the Furious wasn't the only sinner looking at Ishmael with expectant eyes. There were Autis and the other sinners who all looked to her for some answers. Ishmael. And there was Stu, of course.
저도 이걸 진짜 하게 될 줄은 몰랐는데.
I also didn't think I'd actually be doing this.
전설 같은 이야기였죠.
Well, so there's this legend-like tale.
전설이요?
Legend?
대호수를 떠들고 여기를 터전 삼는 사람들이 많은 만큼 나누어진 호수의 종류만큼이라고 해야 할까요?
Each lake of the Great Lake has its own culture, with many wandering and choosing to call those places their homes. So, naturally, there are as many tales as there are lakes.
뱃사람들에게는 그 호수에 대한 이야기가 구전되어 전설처럼 들려오곤 해요.
But there's that one tale of a certain lake that is passed down orally from sailor to sailor, just like the legends of old.
이 부유하는 울렁이고 어두운 잿빛 호수. 이곳에도 노랫가락에 맞추어 불려오던 전설이 존재했죠.
The legend of the gloomy gray lake of wafting and rumbling. Sailors sang the legend of the lake, passing it down for years upon years.
해무에 숨겨져 있는 공간을 열기 위해 두드려라.
Doom, and hew thy veiled path to misty seas.
창백한 그 색을 찾기 위해 고래들을 울게 해라. 알맹이를 들춰내라.
The gloom, and let whales draw their pearls in search of pallid hue.
고래의 울음소리 갖춰지면 드러나리.
Tomb, and shall be thy mist path, heeding the weeping whales.
그래서 그게 당최 무슨 뜻이오?
Whatever does that mean?
지금처럼 이 호수에 있는 구멍 고래들을 깨워서 인어들을 다 잡으면 창백한 고래에게 가는 길이 열린다는 말이에요.
It's simple. Hit the porous whales to wake them. Draw out and hunt their mermaids, and the path to the pallid whale should clear of the mist. Interesting how that works. Because clearly this whale is associated with the pallid whale. Porous whales, specifically, it says. And this guy had pallid mermaids.
그러니까 그걸 지금 믿으란 거지. 너도 믿고 있고, 어?
Do you really believe that? You expect us to just believe that hogwash?
야, 살다 내가 이런 말을 꺼내게 될 줄은 진짜로 몰랐는데.
Blimey. I didn't think I'd actually get to say these words before my deathbed, but...
너 멍청하냐?
Are you stupid? Why so specific? That sounded way too specific. Like, why were you not expecting to say these specific words before your deathbed? Are they too condescending, or do they mean something? Or is this a phrase that's been told to you many times? So you're like, okay, I ain't about to say that. Go on saying that, you know?
야, 고래를 깨우는 거랑 저 빽빽한 안개가 거치는 거랑 대체 무슨 연관이 있냐? 저도 어느 정도 말이 되어야 할 거 아니야.
Listen, what does waking these whales up have anything to do with getting rid of that thick fog? It's got to make even a little bit of sense, no?
히스클리프 씨가 인과관계를 가지고 논파하고 있는 장면은 정말 진귀하군요.
Thank you for your commentary, Faust. Very appreciated. Heathcliff discusses the correlation between actions and consequences. This truly is a rare experience indeed.
왜 안 좀 닥쳐라. 나 진지하니까.
Shut up, Smart! I'm serious.
시간 안에 호수에서 벗어나지 못하면 파도가 밀려온다는 사실은 뭐 말이 되나요?
Do you think the laws that sends waves after us if we don't cross the borders at the exact right moment makes sense? I mean, she's got a point. These lakes don't make no sense.
어?
Huh?
정해진 공간에 도달하기 위해 직선 항해를 하지 못하고 왔던 항로로 바로 되돌아가지도 못한 채 여기저기를 돌아다녀야만 하는 건 말이 되고요?
You think the law that makes us go in circles before reaching our destination doesn't let us go back the way we came from makes any sense?
제가 처음부터 말씀드렸죠. 대호수에서 상식을 찾지 말라고.
I've been telling you this whole time. Common sense has no place in a Great Lake.
여기는 그렇게 돌아가는 곳이에요. 그냥 그런 거라고요.
That's just the way this place works, okay? You just have to accept that.
좋아. 그건 네 말이 맞아. 근데 그런다고 해서 좌편이 뭐니 그렇게 딱딱 정해져 있는 도시 규칙이랑 그런 두루뭉술한 노래랑은 완전 다른 거 아니야? 그딴 걸 믿으라고?
Fine. I'll give you that. But they're like the laws of the city. As outlandish as they are, there's still strict laws that can be calculated into those variable coordinates or whatnot. What you're blathering here is some vague old song. Am I supposed to believe something like so absurd?
내가 직접 겪고 봤으니까.
Yeah, it's because I've seen it myself.
그 옛날 아무것도 모르는 치기 어린 항해사가 직접 배를 탔었고 직접 전설이 사실이었다는 걸 깨달았으니까.
Years ago, when a young, stupid but motivated sailor boarded the ship, she had the most unfortunate opportunity of witnessing this very legend with her own eyes. Yeah, I recall now that I wanted to talk about it. About Ishmael's situation. About Ishmael's situation and what is there to do. What is the option to help her? How should we help her? Before we did not know what was shackling her, but now we do. We realize that what is shackling her is revenge. She has been shackled to the captain of Pequod ever since. Even though she is going against her, she is still being influenced by her. She is just as indoctrinated as the others were. She is practically shackled, caged, being led to by a leash towards a single goal in her life. She has nothing else. Nothing else matters to her now. And that is the point we need to address. Only revenge has been on her mind ever since that day. There is nothing more to life than that for her after what she experienced. And the fact that she has that motivation, that goal, it prevents her from doing anything that would hinder that goal, that would get in her way. It prevents her from building relationships, from cherishing beauty in life, from being joyful. She doesn't experience any of that. She is just living a miserable life because she cannot allow herself to focus on beautiful things. And that is the shackle that binds her. I remember in the first intervallo when we had a cook-off and Gregor wanted to show some confidence, was trying to inspire his team, and that exact confidence of a team captain was what drove Ishmael away from him. And now I'm realizing that it was probably because of the captain of Pequod that manipulated her and used her, broken her trust. And now all these trust issues are just piling up. And the fact is, I don't even know if meeting the captain of Pequod again would do her any good. She's too fixated on that goal of taking her life, no matter what. And that may be a noble thing to do too. Because what if that captain found a new crew? What if she started to indoctrinate other people? What if she started to brainwash another Pequod? Pequod 2? Pequod 3? Pequod the 4th? The 5th? Who knows how far she can go? What is her motivation? What does she do it for? With the Pequod, she basically fed the entire crew to the Pallid whale. Like it's her pet or something. Getting the sense of how crazy that bitch is, she might need to be put down. Like... But is revenge truly what Ishmael needs in her life? Not necessarily. What she needs is a purpose in life. And for now, her entire purpose is revenge. And that same purpose is preventing her from getting any other purpose. Who knows, maybe meeting with the captain of the quad and having a conversation with her would actually help her. I don't know. She's just very complicated.
그렇게 창백한 고래를 마주쳤으니까.
Because that's how she saw the Pallid whale. Heathcliff fell silent, scratching his head. The rest of the sinners also nodded and began whispering.
나는 네가 진짜 마음에 안 든다.
I really don't like you.
비쳐요.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
정말 죄다. 마음에 안 들지만 적어도 말다툼에서 이기겠다고 거짓말을 하거나 흰소리를 늘어놓진 않는다는 건 알아.
I don't like any of this. But I know that you're not the kind of lass to lie or tell tall tales just to get the upper hand in a petty squabble.
어디 끝까지 해봐. 일단 이 방망이로 두더지 같은 새끼들 후려치는 건 할만하니까.
Fine. I'll go all the way to the end. I'll keep whacking these mole-like things with this club.
나도 납득했다. 하지만 다음엔 그런 이유가 있다면 먼저 말해줬으면 좋겠군.
I can also accept your explanation. But from now on, I would appreciate it if you could share your knowledge with us first before doing anything.
노력해보죠.
I'll try.
어떤 의미에선 확실한 방향을 알게 되어서 다행이라는 생각도 드는군요.
In a way, I am relieved that we now have a definite path forward.
Dude, I have such an appreciation for Heathcliff. And for what he's doing. He never acts without a purpose. He may be rash and is letting his emotions get the better of him at times, but he is a very reasonable person. And it's not like he hides his emotions. He's being vulnerable quite a lot and honest. And that is difficult to come by. Yeah. Well, let's go find our next whale.
명령하신 대로.
Yes, executive manager.
청원, 승선.
All aboard, men!
과연 해무가 마치 쪼개지듯이 거치고 있구려.
Truly, the ocean mist is splitting as though a blade has hewn it in half. Once we eliminated the mermaids of the last whale signed out by Ishmael, the fog slowly began to fade. Behind it was a different lake, beyond the Grey Sea.
마침내.
Finally. Oh my god. the fade to black. The anticipation. Oh lord. We are so close.
이번엔 성적이 좋았군. 하지만 머나먼 고래에 닿기 위해서는 아직도 부족하다. 다시 가스터빈을 점화한다.
It's it's a different lake, but it's still gray. And also, I can see, I can see a whale. Yeah, I can see an eye and teeth. Yeah. What's also interesting to me is that the Ishmael ego with the whale, it's so vibrant, right? It's like these black colors plus the, I don't even, is that cyan? Would that be cyan? Cyan / aquamarine or something sea related. But the whale we are facing is pallid, just pale, which is an interesting contrast. Curious. The Pallid Whale 2. And it's just a book. Oh lord.
날씨가 제법 굽다.
The weather there is quite hostile. Here it is. We are about to meet the whale. And by extension, the quad, most likely. And yeah, I am already prepared for the fact that the dungeon is going to be inside the whale, so we kind of have to get swallowed by it. Oh lord. Marisol was right. The lake beyond the borders was nigh pitch black. The waves crested tall, rising and crashing violently under the thundering rainstorm. No.
풍랑 또한 심해지는군.
Oh, poor Yiseng. You know, unironically, I actually think that he is gonna feel better inside the whale.
The wild winds have begun to sway the boat.
Yiseng's face was starting to grow pale. What a poor choice of words.
저희가 정말 할 수 있을까요?
I'm starting to wonder if we can really do this.
언제나 할 수 있어서 했던 적이 있었냐?
Did we ever let that stop us from trying?
그건 그렇지.
I guess that's true.
진입하겠습니다.
Alright. Heading into the zone.
이
Lock in,
호수의
guys.
파도는 신경 쓰지 않아도 되나?
Clock in, guys! Are there any laws of that lake that we must be mindful of?
이 앞에 있는 구역에 대한 규칙이나 파도의 종류는 저도 몰라요.
I don't know the laws of that lake, nor its waves.
해무가 열리는 모습, 그 안에 파도치는 시커먼 호수는 기억에 있지만
I remember the way the fog split open. I remember the obsidian sea and the endless tempest. That's a nice way to describe it. The obsidian sea.
전설이 실제하는 모습을 지켜본 선장이 흥분해서 떠들던 연설과 고래를 잡기 위한 채비를 서둘렀던 기억만 남아있어요.
But the rest of it all I remember is that the captain was excitedly delivering a speech at witnessing the legends come to life, and that we were all busy preparing for that whale hunt.
그러니까 이 앞부터는 진짜 모험입니다.
So, what awaits us ahead is a real adventure. We'll be sailing blindly into the night. Gulp.
그럼 모든 걸 정면으로 맞서야만 되겠군.
Then, we'll have to face everything head on.
네, 파도가 오면 정면으로 부딪힐 겁니다.
Yes, if the waves come to claim us, we will face them head on.
그 고래가 나타나도요.
Even the whale.
아직까진 조용하네요.
No signs of that whale, though.
그때는 호수에 진입한 지 몇 분도 되지 않아서 그것이 공격해 왔어요.
Back then, it attacked us mere minutes after we entered the lake. Everyone was as tense as they could ever be, looking around nervously. I mean, this is it. This is the culmination of our Great Lake journey. This is the destination point.
저건 뭔가요? 뭔가 길고 높은 게 있는 것 같은데.
Wait, what's that? There's something there. Something tall.
가까이 다가가 보는 걸 추천한다. 내가 일어나 광원을 가까이 비추겠다.
A close approach is recommended. I have a source of light to improve our visibility. Marisol got up with a lantern and pointed the light towards where Sinclair indicated. I love the blurry effect in the background.
하나가 아니네요.
There's several of them.
저게 뭐지? 호수 한가운데 저런 게 떠 있을 필요가 있나?
Are these like obsidian totems? Poles? Wait. Okay, hang on. Oh? What's that? Hello? Put them here. What are they even for? Guys? I think I saw these kinds of poles on top of the whale before. Well, it's not like I saw. It was like, you know, these images just pop up in my head when someone is describing them. Yeah, so I the last time I saw this whale, he had a lot of different poles sticking out of it. Most likely tune forked to it, is what I'm guessing. So we are probably on top of the whale right now.
등대 같은 건 아닐까?
Maybe they're like lighthouses.
근데 그렇게 보이기도 하네요.
Lighthouses? Yeah, I can kind of see that. Do you remember seeing anything like that, Ishmael?
네, 기억이 흐릿한 정도가 아니라 저런 건 아예 본 적이 없는.
No, I don't even have a hazy recollection of it. I've never seen it before in my... oh, that's cool. That's cool. The light from the lightning allowed us to see for a split second. Yeah, these are like fins or something. Dude, we are directly above it.
이스마엘 양, 그대도 갑작스레 뱃멀미가 도지는 것이오.
Ishmael, has the nausea of the swaying sea got to you as well?
안색이 무척 창백하오만.
Your face has gotten rather pale. Dude, I don't like how they just call people's faces pale. Oh yeah, your face is turning pale. Bitch! It will! When we get eaten! I know that can't be true. A seasick sailor only exists in jokes. Besides, Ishmael was doing just fine mere moments ago. Then, she must have had a sudden realization.
그렇군. 이런 모습이었던 거였어. 일부만으로도 저렇게.
I see. So that's what it looked like. Even a small part of it. A terrifying realization.
어떤 건데 그래요?
What is it?
알기 싫어도 알게 될 걸.
You'll find out soon enough. Even if you don't want to.
저건 헤일인가?
There! A rough wave ahead!
청원! 잡을 수 있는 건 전부 꽉 잡고 있도록!
All hands brace! Grab onto what you can! Oh. Ooh. Before we even had the chance to say anything, a leviathan of a wave rose to its crest, then crashed onto us from above, and sucked us deep into the lake, before throwing us back to the surface. Okay.
운이 좋았군요. 그대로 가라앉을 확률이 더 컸을 텐데.
We were lucky. There was a high chance that the following vortex would have dragged the vessel deep underwater.
아니, 운이 좋은 거 맞냐 우리? 방금
Lucky! You saw what was down there! That was... everyone okay? Everyone was soaking wet, nearly hyperventilating. But mostly awestruck by what they've just witnessed.
이탈자는 없습니다만.
We have everyone, but...
방금 본 건...
What I thought I saw was some kind of bones. Like a skull? Or something? And I had a thought that maybe this whale is like tune forking bones to itself, or just tune forks its victims to itself and they just die and turn into bones or something. That would be more viable, yeah. I can see that. Huh? Oh, we just saw down there. Where?
등대 같은 게 아니라 모조리.
This is the first time I've heard Honglu being startled like that. They weren't lighthouses. They were
엄청나게 큰 고래들의 꼬리였군요.
tails of colossal whales.
아, 진짜 그만하고 싶네 이거.
Tails. Okay. Wow. Okay. I really want to give up now.
고래라는 게 저 따위로 생긴 거였다는 걸 모를 대로 돌아가고 싶어.
I want to go back to the time when I didn't know what the whales really looked like.
이 호수는 고래들이 잠들러 오는 곳이었던 건가?
Oh. Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. Okay. Those are a bunch of whales. This is like their home turf. Oh. Okay. So this is the lake where the whales come to sleep.
그래. 목을 기울이고 잠들고 있으면 그 부분이 저렇게 높게 솟아오를 수도 있겠지.
Yeah. If they're deep in the water with their necks bent like that, I could see their tails rising tall over the surface.
하지만 이 소란스러움을 눈치채지 못할 리가 없어.
But there's no way they've missed this commotion.
기울고 있어요.
The ship is... We're killing over!
이제 저것들이 깨어날 거예요.
The whales are waking up. We're finally here. I think that's what Ishmael whispered. But the storm, the waves, buried her voice deep into the lake.
쪽빛 노인이 작전대로 무사히 합류했다면
If the Indigo Elder made it here as we planned,
I am not screaming that. No.
저게 고래란 말인가?
Don Quixote, bro. She sounds like a siren. Oh, Lord. Never change Don Quixote. So full of energy. Over yonder! Is that the whale? We didn't have to wonder even for a second about what Don Quixote was screaming at. But then what were those poles sticking out of the whale? The pale whale that we saw earlier in the flashback. Huh. You know what a crazy idea would be? If the pallid whale forked the other whales to it. That would be crazy. An entire herd of entities, each dwarfing every single whale we've weathered throughout this journey, emerged from the waters all at once. In unison, they began migrating in a singular direction. To witness something like that was... yeah, I would love to witness it, if you were to show me. Enough to make even Marisol gape with plain bewilderment.
여기까지의 작전은 성공인 것 같군요.
looks like things are going according to plan.
그렇다면 우리도 이야기되었던 대로 행동하지.
Then we'll have to do our part. What?
저기!
There! Oh my god, there it is. Holy shit! Oh god, it's the WhatsApp whale! Okay, it's the pale whale with red and blue lines all over it. The pallid whale. And there's also the Indigo Elder on the boat. Huh. He's so cool. There was a whale that stood out even among the herd of ineffably immense whales. Pallid is the pale death. Its hide thick with scar tissue.
유독 상처가 많군.
That one's particularly scarred. Yeah. Looking at it, I'm just wondering, how many times have these whales been hunted for? Do you think that the reason whales started attacking everyone is simply because they have been hunted for? And it's like a self-defense mechanism of theirs. But then that wouldn't really make sense why they are devouring stuff. That feels almost like an instinct. Yeah, never mind.
찾았다. 역시 그 사람의 말이 맞았어. 그때 우리가 피쿼드호가 냈던 상처 자국이 그대로잖아.
Jesus, that obsession, holy hell. Yes, he was right. The wounds, the scars that the Pequod made, they're all still there.
그것을 발견했나 보군, 드디어.
Oh, hey. Since when did we have a radio? Oh god, I'm getting lightheaded. Jesus Christ. Question is, where's Pequod? Or are we just gonna get swallowed by a whale, and the captain of Pequod is just gonna be inside the whale just chilling? It's like, hey! Long time no see. Want some tea?
I assume that you have finally located the whale.
그렇다고 생각됩니다.
I believe so, yes.
언제나 그렇듯 작전의 성공률은 형편없이 낮을 테지. As always, the chance of success must be minuscule.
그렇습니다.
Indeed it is.
노자비!
Holy shit! Oh my god, the music! What does that mean? Horseman! Ishmael thundered. Ishmael? No, louder than the thunder itself, as though her personality itself had suddenly shifted. Her voice seemed to overwhelm the very storm itself.
대답해! 노잡은 놈들!
Holy shit. Oh, she's putting her all into it. Answer, you dogs! Horsemen! I'm doing my best to make sure the neighbors don't get startled by that.
그래!
Hey!
목표는 저 흰 것이다! 총력으로! 저!
Jesus. You know what this reminds me of? This is like a relationship between a terrible parent and of their kid. When the kid grows up with an abusive parent or something, experiencing that abuse for themselves. And then growing up, they think to themselves that they don't want to turn out like their abusive parents. Only for that influence to still haunt you. And slowly but surely you yourself become that abusive. What I'm feeling right now is I see the captain of Pequod in Ishmael right now. She acts like the captain. Most likely because this is what she learned from her. Send route to that Pallid thing! Full speed ahead! Row!
총력으로 저!
Full speed ahead! Row! Even Autis was swept up in this sudden turn of events, repeating after Ishmael's bellowing commands. Is this what Ishmael was like when she sailed the lakes? Or... I really don't think so. I think she was way different back then. And this is what she is turning out to be after her experience with the captain. Or is this the captain? I'm afraid so. I'm afraid that's the influence of the captain. Oh god. dude, I've been thinking who would be the boss for this Canto, the final boss. What do you think it will be? What if it's Ishmael? What if, in order to save her from herself, from that influence, from that indoctrination, we'll have to face her? I would love that, actually. I would love for that to be the case. For Ishmael to be the final boss. But somehow I doubt that's what's gonna happen. But yeah, I would find it so sick. Like, you guys know that I praise this game for having so much conflict between characters, between the cast members. But what I also really love is when we get into a fight with our own. Is when we are forced to fight someone we care about. It's just so emotionally impactful, you know? And I would love for that to happen in this game too.
불빛이 보입니다. 쪽빛 노인이군요.
I see light. It's the Indigo Elder.
The old man in his skiff was sliding across the waters toward the whale. Bro just showed up.
잘 듣게. Listen well. 잠에서 깬 나머지 고래는 전부 던져놓은 미끼를 향해 갔네.
Oh, that makes sense. Holy shit. Dude, this... Yo! Bro is 5-head.
The rest of the awakened whales have gone after the bait I've laid for them.
작전은 성공적이다. 이제
Then the plan worked. Now... That's a terrifying guy! I thought you were supposed to be pale! Why is your eye dark as the abyss? It wasn't clear whether it was the thunder or the old man's bellow that awakened the pallid whale. Its eyelids began to lift.
이런 걸 이렇게 가까이서 보는 건 오랜만이군.
It's been so long since I've witnessed anything like this up close. So she has witnessed something like this up close before. Damn. Also, Dante, quick question. Does the rain doesn't seem to influence your hair at all? That's cool. It was an eye of astronomical proportions, so immense that it no longer resembled an eye, but a reflective mirror of the world.
직접 보는 것을 고대했지. 이 눈칼. Oh, how I wish to see you eye to eye.
The old man, harpoon in hand, draws closer to the whale with a grim, stony expression. Ishmael also aims her harpoon at the great whale. Her face nearly tearing with uncontainable joy. Some sinners tremble with fear, while others prepare themselves. Yeah, and what's confused me a bit is how excited she got at the sight of the whale. That excitement does not stem from her finding the captain of the quad. That excitement is for seeing the whale. She excitedly, joyfully grabbed the harpoon to attack it. That means she still has that influence of that obsession of the captain. She still wants to hunt it down. This just goes to show further that how much she's being shackled by the captain's indoctrination. All of it, the world, contained in a single reflective eye that stretched even beyond our peripheral visions.
자, 물고기야. 너도 미끼를 물어라. Now, here's your bait, fish. Bite on it. 볼 수밖에 없을 거다. 너는 언제나 그래왔으니까. I know you have no other choice. Bite and devour is all you ever knew.
노자비! 더 빨리!
Horseman! Split the sea with your oars! 내가 헤아리기 힘든 세월을 살아왔으며 내가 이해하지 못할 곳에서 태어났음을 존중하마. I respect you, Pallid Whale. I respect that you have lived years and numbers that I cannot even begin to imagine. I respect that you hail from a place beyond my ken.
You can tell that he means that. Dude. It's so cool to see the creature that hails from beyond the corporation's territories. Dude.
하지만
But
난 이 기회가 지나가기 전에 이 몸으로 너와 맞서 이해의 끝으로 향할 작정이다. I will take this chance to stand before you, to challenge you, and with this challenge, to the edge of understanding I will row.
the giant harpoon soars across the black sky like a bolt of levin and strikes the pallid whale.
지금이다. 배를 힘껏 저어서 나아가자.
Now's our chance! Row on, row on! Ishmael rose tall and alone, looking straight out beyond the speeding boat's swaying bow, harpoon in her hand.
너를 다시 마주치면 무슨 생각이 들까? 많이 생각해봤었어.
I've been thinking, ever since then, about what feelings you might dig up from my heart if I saw you again. What a line, holy hell.
근데 의외로 복잡하지는 않네.
But this feeling is much more straightforward than I expected.
반갑다. 미 빌어먹을 고래 새끼야!
Nice meeting you again, you fucking whale! Dude. This is such a beautiful creature, though. The outskirts. The pallid whale. Compared to the old man's harpoon, the harpoon Ishmael hurled was like a needle. So yeah, to analyze what she just said, yeah, she has been wondering. She has been wondering about her own feelings. What she really thinks about what happened. She was trying to find herself. And coming face to face with that whale, or what she feels is that joy. She is feeling the influence of the captain of the quad. The influence of that indoctrination. But once struck as though its body was racked by an immense, unbearable pain, the pallid whale's maw opened, and the air itself began to vibrate. Good. So Indigo Elder put some kind of bait for it to swallow, I wonder. What would it be? Or does he want him to... Does Indigo Elder want him to swallow us all? As in we are the bait.
입이 벌어진다!
Holy shit! Oh my god, it's moving! Yo! This is so cool! Oh! The circles! The glowing circles on the harpoon! This is the first time we see the circles after the prologue. Dude, I love this. This is actually moving. They've upped the quality. Damn. Okay. The rain doesn't feel just like white stripes. It actually falls, and we have ripples on the screen. Live 2D. And first of all, it's a giant harpoon, bro. This is so sick. Indigo Elder's so sick. I love him. He's such a badass. The crossbow with the harpoon. But the rings. What did the rings mean? The one and only time we saw them was in in prologue. Also, by the way, I love the design of the eye of the whale. It's so scratched. It's like there's like cracks on it. It's like its skin is crumbling. It feels like void. It's so sick. And it's kind of tragic too. You know? Being a whale that is whose instinct is to devour. And what you do is ruining others' lives. And now they are out for hunting you, and it's just like an inevitable war. Dude. It's more opens!
가세나, 난 고기잡이를 시작할 테니. Go. I will now face this beast.
Okay, I see. We go inside the whale to hunt for the golden bow, while Indigo Elder takes it head on. Out from outside. Every sinner heard the old man's voice. Every sinner begins rowing with all their might. So it was a part of our plan. Our plan was to get swallowed by the whale. In desperation, as though death itself was in our pursuit. As though it was our fate, our destiny to row. We were sucked into an endless abyss. And the rapid vortex pulled us into the maws of the beast. Tenebris is a whale under a moonless sky. There was a deep noise. And like a droplet in sea, we melted into the fathomless dark.
들리나? 작전은 어떻게 되었지?
Acknowledge. How goes the plan?
들리나? 어이!
Acknowledge. Hey!
아무래도 무전기가 정말로 맛이 가버린 모양이군.
Looks like the radio's broken for good.
걱정이야.
Worrying.
Oh, Carolina's worrying for us! Are you kidding me? My daughter's worrying for me. My heart is melting. That is all I need to know in order to come back. Yo, look at the whales. Holy shit. Oh my god. You see all those spikes? Oh, those are just harpoons. Okay. Those are just different harpoons. Into the dark. We have reached the dungeon inside the maw. Holy shit. Whoa, how huge is it? Okay. And this will be where we leave things off for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we will go into the dark in the next episode. Depending on how long it takes. If it's 2 hours, it's gonna be 1 episode. If it's like 3 hours, I'll split it in 2. Still. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you all in the next one. Vroom vroom.